What's good, everyone? It's Steve from SnkrTechTalk, back with another video today. For today's video, we will be taking a quick look at the Air Jordan 11 Gratitude. So without further ado, let's check them out. All right, so really quickly, I did just want to check out the box for the Gratitude Air Jordan 11s. Now, these did release December 9th for a retail price tag of, I believe, 230 USD, 295 here in Canada. So what you're getting as far as the box goes is a black box with a gold Jumpman in the middle. The size tag does read Air Jordan 11 Retro, white metallic gold black, size 10.5. You do kind of have this gold ring here to kind of grab the box. 2-3 right here on the middle of the box. Nothing on the one end when you open it up. It does say thank you right here. And then the paper does say thank you in a bunch of different languages. Kind of a clear paper, wax paper right here. So as far as the box, that's what you're getting. But without further ado, let's check out the shoes. All right, so as far as this retro release goes, as I mentioned, as far as this retro release does go, obviously these did release December 9th, 2023 for a retail price tag of 230 USD, 295 here in Canada. So obviously this is very reminiscent of the DMP shoe from 2006. These obviously have a leather upper. Obviously from afar also, they might be reminiscent of the Concord 11. So keep that in mind. It's more or less the same color blocking minus that gold here at the back. But starting at the outsole of this pair right here, you do kind of have this milky translucent outsole here on the bottom of the Gratitude 11s. At the forefoot and the heel, you do have these herringbone pods right here that offer fantastic traction if you do want to play with these on court. You do have that carbon fiber shank plate right here in black and gold. It does offer some fantastic mid-foot support with that carbon fiber shank plate. As far as the midsole here, you are getting a nice fluffy Phylon midsole. I do feel like this Phylon is a lot softer compared to years previous. They did kind of change up the blend to be softer, which is definitely nice. And then housed within this midsole right here is a full-length airsole unit from heel to toe. It is a very nice setup, pretty low to the floor in the forefoot, but just offers a ton of impact protection here in the Air Jordan 11 if you do want to play with these on court. But just for all-day comfort, they aren't bad also. As far as the insole on this pair here, you are getting a polyurethane insole, so it is nice and fluffy underfoot. And then as far as the upper, where these differ from the DMP 11s, obviously those have the ballistic nylon mesh on those, whereas these kind of have more or less a nice leather upper. The leather at the back of the shoe is kind of a flat leather. It does not have any kind of tumbled texture to it, as you can see. Obviously you have that 2-3 at the back, which is a nice hit. And then the leather here, the eyelets is actually kind of that flat leather also, but then the leather in between is tumbled, and then the leather on the tongue is kind of a premium tumbled leather also. So definitely a nice switch up compared to the DMP pair. Obviously this won't yellow quite as fast or at all compared to the DMP pair. I think it's a very nice change up as far as changing anything up goes. Right here you do have that gold Jumpman here. It is facing the proper way on the left shoe. Both shoes are supposed to face forward as far as the Jumpman goes. On the 2006 DMP pair, they did have the Jumpman facing the wrong way. As far as the sock liner, you are getting a black standard sock liner here. At the back of the tongue, instead of saying quality basketball products inspired by the greatest player ever, this one right here does read quality basketball products created in gratitude by the greatest player ever. And then it says thank you on both sides of the patch. As far as the laces go, you do kind of have these thick rope laces that are kind of reminiscent of the mesh on a basketball hoop. And then on the 1-2-3 eyelet, you do have that Jumpman Jordan here tag going sideways with a small gold Jumpman. And just overall a very clean and very nice shoe in my opinion. I do have one issue with this shoe, and it is the patent leather. Now this patent leather compared to years previous, the cut is very thin, and a ton of people, like just wearing them casually, even around the house, are having a ton of issues where they're creasing really badly right at the toe box. Now most 11s, they usually just crease right here on the medial side, just a little bit kind of a line kind of going throughout. But on these here, there are a ton of people that are just wearing them around the house or wearing them for like an hour in the mall, and there's huge creases across right here. Now, obviously with this being a thinner material, it's going to do that. Now, I have a pair that I am doing a performance review on right now, and as you can see, I've played in these quite a bit. Look at this toe box. I've never had an Air Jordan 11 toe box look like this after about 3 hours of use. And if you check out how soft this material is, it's just like paper thin. You can just see all the creases running throughout this toe box right here. And I know, I get it. Patent leather creases. I understand that. And I am playing in an Air Jordan 11 Retro. Some people online are saying, why are you playing in retros? Why would you play in an Air Jordan Retro? They're not meant for basketball. Like, come on guys. He played in these. More or less, they're built the exact same way, other than having cheaper materials. But as you can see this year, I think they really cheaped out on the patent leather, and it's showing here after 3 hours of use in this pair that I have worn on court. We'll get to that in a different video when I do cover these as far as a performance review goes. But that's my really my only gripe with the Gratitude 11s is the patent leather. But overall aesthetically, I think they are a beautiful shoe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Really quickly, I just want to compare the Concords to the Gratitudes. So obviously at the bottom of the shoe, you do have those Concord pods. The Jumpman on this one here is gold, whereas on this one here it's black. This one here does have the 45. This is the PE Concord Retro from 2018. The patent leather on these guys is a bit thicker compared to these. And then these have that ballistic nylon mesh, tongue and side panels, whereas these have that leather. And just overall, more or less from afar, they do look very similar. And then one other difference is that carbon fiber. This one has the standard black, whereas this has that really nice gold and black checkerboard kind of carbon fiber shank plate. That's really going to do it for today's video on these. Obviously, I am happy that this color combo is back, kind of in this DMP inspired colorway, more or less the exact same thing that we did get in 2006, minus having that leather material, which I'm honestly not mad about. My biggest gripe is just this patent leather material being so thin and kind of creasing really badly right off the bat, which is kind of a bummer in my opinion for $230 or $295 here in Canada. I think that's really crappy. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Obviously for me, this is a very beautiful shoe. I will give you a quick on-foot look of me on court in them as well right here. I think these look fantastic on court. Again, a ton of people are like, why are you playing with these on court? Well, the Air Jordan 11 is one of the most iconic shoes of all time, and on court, they just so happen to look amazing in my opinion. So I love playing in Air Jordan 11s. Obviously with the traction setup, the cushion setup, materials, and overall aesthetics, the Air Jordan 11s are just beautiful on court, but it's just a bummer they're kind of failing as far as that patent leather material goes. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Gratitude Air Jordan 11. Did you guys pick them up? How many pairs did you guys pick up? I know a lot of people double and triple up. I did grab a few pairs, but I am sending a couple back. But overall, I think this is a very nice shoe. I think Jordan Brand, for the most part, did a fantastic job on this release. One thing they did change up again from the 2006 pair is this outsole. It is kind of milky, whereas on the 2006 pair, it was clear and kind of an icy outsole and not milky. So they did change the shoe up just a little bit to kind of differentiate from the 2006 pair. Obviously the samples or the early release DMP pairs from 06 also had the lettering here that said Jordan on the eyelets. You don't see that here in 2023. So that's going to do it for today's video on the Gratitude Air Jordan 11s. As always, if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe, that does help the channel a ton. And keep it locked to my channel, as I will have a ton of more videos coming out in the next few days and weeks to come. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.